Okay, product overview for the last one. I said I'd save the best till last. This is the M-M80 all koa concert ukulele. I am almost at a loss for words to describe this, but I am going to try anyway. It is absolutely beautiful. Interesting features. Again, where do I begin? It's 100% koa in the body. You've got solid koa top, solid back and sides, and they've obviously chosen the best pieces. Take a look at the polish and workmanship on the back here. That is just gorgeous, isn't it? I'm sorry. I should explain, just in case anybody doesn't know about koa, as far as I'm aware, is a unique variety of acacia tree, which really, to be fair, only grows on the Hawaiian Islands. So if you've got koa on your ukulele, then you have got a bit of Hawaii in there, which means, yeah, authenticity and beauty. And actually it sounds the best for me for all ukuleles. We have this very fascinating single slotted headstock. I've not seen one like that before, but it's a really cool feature because it's only a 4-string instrument, of course, a ukulele. So you have got 2 strings either side of a fairly large slot. So the headstock is slimline because of this, but really, really gorgeous. The Mr. My logo has been changed to this lovely single M, obviously because that's a small headstock again, and that's like mother of pearl. Now, what they've done here is the tuning pegs, machine heads, these are koa. These are little tiny pieces of machined and filed up koa wood. And they feel actually really good to use. The other thing, whilst we're at it here, the tuners themselves, they've gone for this, I don't know how you describe it really, unless you were to sort of say steampunk. It's kind of like got a pre-vintage, obviously they're new, but like a patina on there. And it's steampunk, yeah, really, really nice. And of course, because you've got this large slotted headstock, it's almost like you've got a void in there. You can see the strings sort of hanging in space. And I think that's really cool and special. Other interesting features here, you've got this only really one marking, and it is at the 12th fret. You've got this kind of tribal pattern, which again I think looks really cool. You're probably gathering that I've fallen for this instrument. I have played this one a lot, a very lot. Sorry guys, but I've kept it new. I've kept it really nice. This is becoming a bit of a trend in ukuleles, and I really like it. I first saw this on James Hill's one. It's kind of a bevel, and I suppose it's harking to the famous Fender Stratocaster, where Leo Fender invented that technique of beveling the top to make it sort of like ergonomic for the player. I mean, it's only a tiny little bevel there, but nonetheless, because it's got darkness in the timber, it looks really cool and lovely. And then finally in the features, you've got this, again, quite tribal, multicoloured rosette figuring here. It's very similar actually to the AA-2C, you know, the one with the tiki headstock, but this particular ukulele is very, very glossy. It's been finished. Somebody stayed up all night, I think, polishing this. Imagine staying up all night working on ukulele stuff. Which is exactly what I'm doing now, yeah. Okay, next up again, let's have a walk round the woods for you. Very easy, of course, on this one, because it's basically all koa except for certain key elements. But yeah, just to recap again, we have the top, back and sides, all beautiful, well selected, solid pieces of koa. Then we have the okume tonewood neck, and the front of the neck fretboard is of course ebony, as is the bridge. And finally the machine heads, as we mentioned before, really cool feature. These are koa. I should say also that as it's one of the high-end ukes from Mr. My, Freebird are automatically shipping this particular uke in a flight case. I think that's fair enough. It's going to cost you a few pounds more, but with a uke of that sort of magnitude and beauty, you're going to want to keep it in something special anyway. Okay, some little sound clips then. I assert that this ukulele sounds amazing just when you tune it up. So I'm going to start with that. Can you hear that though? Can you hear the wood in it? I know this is kind of a joke, but sounds lovely to me. Okay, let's play a little bit of proper music then. You'll probably notice, or you won't by the time I've mixed it, that this is actually the quietest of these ukuleles, but the sound is so sweet and creamy and full. I expect it to record amazingly well. So when we come to do the full product review of this in its own video, I am going to go to town, yeah, and play it better and stuff and everything. Little bit of finger style. You see, it comes into its own straight away with the finger style. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I'm going to have to get myself one of these.